Steve Jobs, the visionary who turned ideas into a revolution. He dropped out of college. He was fired from the company he started. He wasn't an engineer, a coder, or a conventional businessman. But Steve Jobs changed the world by believing that great ideas, pursued relentlessly, could create something beautiful, useful, and unforgettable. He didn't invent the computer or the phone, but he reimagined them. He didn't settle for ordinary, he chased perfection. If you're a young person today who's creative, different, uncertain, or bursting with ambition, Steve Jobs is proof that the future belongs to those who dare to think differently. Who was Steve Jobs? Born in 1955 and adopted by a working-class family in California, Jobs was curious, intense, and unconventional from the beginning. He dropped out of college after 6 months, but continued to audit classes, particularly in design and calligraphy, which later influenced Apple's minimalist style. In his parents' garage, he co-founded Apple with Steve Wozniak in 1976. Their early computers were revolutionary, but Jobs didn't stop there. Under his leadership, Apple introduced the Macintosh, the first popular computer with a graphical user interface, reinvented music with the iPod and iTunes, reshaped communication with the iPhone, transformed personal tech with the iPad, Apple Watch, and App Store. Even after being ousted from Apple, Jobs founded Next and helped save Pixar, turning it into one of the most successful animation studios in history. He returned to Apple in the late 1990s and led it from the brink of collapse to become the world's most valuable company. What can you learn from Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs didn't just build products. He built a philosophy, a way of thinking, designing, leading, and creating that continues to shape industries. Here's how you can apply his mindset to your own life. 1. Think different. This wasn't just Apple's slogan, it was Jobs' DNA. He believed that conformity kills innovation, and that the people who make the biggest impact are the ones willing to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. He said, "Here's to the crazy ones, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. Don't copy, create. Don't follow the crowd, question it. Challenge assumptions. Bring new ideas to life. You weren't made to fit in. You were made to stand out." 2. Obsess over excellence. Jobs was notoriously intense. He pushed his teams hard, not because he was cruel, but because he believed in doing things right, not just fast or cheap. He said, "Be a yardstick of quality." Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Whether you're designing an app, writing a song, learning a trade, or building a business, don't settle. Sweat the details. Raise your standards. Take pride in your craft. That's how great things are made. 3. Follow your curiosity, not just a career path. Jobs dropped out of college, but kept learning. He studied design, art, spirituality, and technology, then fused them into something the world had never seen. He said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Your path doesn't have to be linear. Explore, wander, learn what fascinates you." The world's most powerful innovations often come from unexpected intersections. 4. Focus on what truly matters. Jobs wasn't just a tech visionary, he was also deeply reflective, especially in his final years. He said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't spend your life chasing approval. Don't build someone else's dream. Find what you love. Do it with urgency. Live with purpose. Every day is a gift. Use it wisely." Why this matters today. We live in a world that prizes shortcuts, trends, and going viral. But Steve Jobs reminds us that what really changes the world is vision, persistence, and passion. You don't need a perfect resume. You don't need to play it safe. You just need a bold idea and the guts to chase it. So dream big, think differently, sweat the details, and don't stop until the world is better because of what you built. Be like Steve Jobs.